Hey, how's it going? It's the Polk here, and welcome to our new series as the Japanese Shogunate. Just kidding, it's Lanfang. We failed last time, so I really want to try this again, and hopefully I do a lot better. Last time we didn't expand at all, and that was really unfortunate. It's one of my worst games, honestly. I'm surprised. But I'm hoping with the new update that we have a lot more liberty and we get more migration coming in and we're not limited the same way we were before. I'm also going to take some early action to try to grab the rest of the state. Should be all of this. And as you recall, if you've seen the series, we were going for miners, not miners. So that's what we're going to go for here. We're going to do another Lanfang Electric Boogaloo Part 2. So, as usual, I have to go and check in what everything I want. I think we're probably going to go heavy into the society to pull in a lot of newcomers. So romanticism for greener grass campaign is going to be a high priority. Us being in the Qing market is also going to help us get a lot of migration from there. You know, the most prosperous country in the world should be pretty good if we keep our standard of living pretty high. It should have no issue with population. So for our first target, let's look at what we've got here. I keep clicking the wrong stuff. Where is it? I don't even know why I opened that. Anyway, so split state, West Borneo. So we've got these four options. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sambas is under the Dutch. Okay. They are also under the Dutch. Is everybody under the Dutch? No, that one's not. And this one's under the Dutch. So we could definitely try to go for Santang. Do they have a military? They have 2. And we have 3. I'm just going to go ahead and fire this off day 1. And we're going to go ahead and do an annexed country. Now, no one's going to do anything, which is great. We'll get a little infamy, and that's no big deal. We'll mobilize these as soon as we get a commander, of course. I'm going to go for a... I'd really like to go for these. Yeah, we'll do that and start with defense. And see if we can whittle them down just a little bit. And while we're at it, we will grab no conscripts because we don't even have a population for that. So 73,000 people is not that much to work with, so hopefully we can do really well with that. As far as resources, we do have lead, logging camps, and a little bit of gold actually. So everybody's pretty much employed in the gold mines, and there are 10,000 peasants. So we're probably going to be pulling in a lot of stuff from the Chinese market. So we'll have to rely on that and see what we can specialize that they specifically need. I'll look into that in a moment. I think I'm just going to start by maybe just building up our military a little bit, you know, employ people in the military. Probably the best thing we can give them. And we'll just keep importing everything else we need from the Chinese market. So we'll do another 2 and just see how that affects our budget. I might even bump this up just a little bit. Yeah, we'll do some morale recovery stuff. And for the short term, I'm going to bump the taxes down. So that'll help bring up standard of living. And I guess road maintenance would help us build something a little quicker. And I'm going to go for, I think, development maybe. It's not too expensive, and we should be able to get paper from the Chinese market. So I'm going to go for one of those. It might be a little expensive, but we need to start getting that going. And the other decree I want to go for is, obviously, I want to do greener grass, but we're working on that right now. Promote social mobility is going to be great. It's only 73,000 people. That decree alone is gonna bump us up a lot with one university. So, okay. And we just have to work on influence. So I don't care if the Dutch like me. I need Qing to be happy, which they are. That's great. Let's look at other diplomacy options we have. Spain and Great Britain, so let's go ahead and improve relations with those major powers so that we have a little bit of a boost, and Portugal as well. Looks like India, we'll work on that one next. We're out of influence here. Laws-wise, let's look at what we can do. So we've got, I mean, that's okay for now at least. Hereditary is not great if we want to get rid of the landowners. Oh, and we've got closed borders, which is the first thing we're going to need to do to bring people in. So let's start with that. With all that settled, I think we're good to hit play. Okay, so there's our war started technically, our diplomatic play started. Like I said, we're going to start at a defensive and see what we can do, maybe whittle them down. If not, we'll go ahead and start pushing that. Hopefully nobody gets in on this. We could pull Qing into this. And there's a potential that we could pull Qing into a lot of these smaller ones too. But if something like Brunei doesn't have too many military, let me see. They only have 3+2, so we could probably just push around the Dutch and just get most of this northern portion, and then just to feel a little more confident in that. I mean, honestly, we might be able to push those over pretty quick too, but I'd rather take like a big war and get them all if we can in one big swoop, because I want to get this whole island as ours. But for now, the military is going to be the main employer. We already got standard of living up to 10. It's just improving overnight. It's going great. So we'll just keep an eye on employment for that. And of course, we're working on that university after this next barracks. I believe that's going to employ another 5,000. So let's take a look at this. It doesn't look like, yeah, it looks like they're losing some people, so that's good. So we've got gold depleted, which means we need to build those gold mines. And we've got the future we want. Pisses off the armed forces. That's fine. It won't put it to a -5, so we won't get too bad of a penalty. Oh, the same pop-up multiple times. Did we lose out on that many? Did they remove gold mines? Insufficient resource quantity? Maybe it just needs a tick or something to come in. Sources. It's not showing up. Maybe it kicked it over to these guys or another one. We'll find out very soon. Grassroots support. So Lanfangian supremacy. Ethno-nationalist. I'd rather not. Let's just boost our lower strata towards our loyalists. That should help. Standard of living is tanking, but I imagine that's got to be some war related stuff. So now we have double what they have, so I'm going to try to push here just a little bit. Probably would help if I did like a strategic objective, so let's just go ahead and put that. Well, okay, there we go. Not really sure how much that affects things. I didn't really read too much into the dev diaries or any of that. Same thing, we'll piss off the religious folk a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, cool. So we got that portion of it, and we're already doing better than we were in the first series, so I hope everybody that was really disappointed in that one appreciates the attempt, at least, for me to do better here. I'm okay with the rural folk getting a little bit of clout. It's not going to hurt. Wow, that fruit deficit is insane. Okay, build a... There we go, there's the gold mine. So definitely build that, and I'm going to subsidize it if I have to. University's almost done. So we've got 5, so who's going to be our next target? We've got 0 infamy, so it really doesn't matter who. They've got 4+1, 2+1 there, but I think these are impassable, so I won't be able to reach them. So the only thing I've got is Brunei here. So we're going to go for that one now. Annex country, yes, no one's going to join. And I believe what I'm going to do, they've got irregular, right? Oh god. I didn't look. Keep going in all the wrong menus. Information, there we go. Oh, come on. Nested menus are nice when they work correctly, but they're not when they don't. Okay, I'm just going to look at the buildings. It's a lot easier. Irregular. Okay, they're irregular as well. Not a huge deal. Should be able to handle that. And then that'll help us border the rest of these countries and kind of take them out one by one. Might even be able to negotiate something with Spain. I don't know. We'll work it. Hey, migration controls. That means we can now get people. And speaking of people, we did. From just taking this, we doubled our population roughly. We were at 70, and now we're at 121. Good stuff. Okay, with that law passed, let's look at our next laws. Census suffrage is great. What we want to do, well, we already have right of assembly, so that's good. Taxation is okay. We could move this towards appointed or elected, but we'll look at that in a second. We do have total separation. Honestly, the laws are really good here. We got to get rid of traditionalism now. So to do that, we're going to need to pull some of this power out of the landowners here. So their clout is coming from the leader himself and serfdom. Okay, so serfdom can't be changed, I believe, until you get something else. Do we not know how to change that? I guess nobody, yeah, nobody accepts it. I'd have to have the rural folk or, yeah, the rural folk wouldn't be hard to get in there. So let's see what we can do. Pull those guys over. 96? Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, so can't get off of this until we change serfdom. That's what it is. I had it backwards. Mercantilism's fine. So we want to switch over from serfdom to, I mean, this one can pass. Homesteading would be hard to pass, honestly. So we're going to go for tenant farmers just to reduce their clout just a little bit. We'll keep going forward. So same thing, I'm going to set these guys up in adamant defense, and hopefully they can kind of take some of those hits. Hopefully this university doesn't kill us immediately from upkeep. It should be fine. Can always raise the taxes again. I'll get a whole 16. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll watch these numbers. Theirs are going to go up because they have conscripts, so it might have made more sense for me to push, but I think they're probably going to push as soon as their conscripts fill those slots. Well, it picked for me. Got the 10%. Let me pause it for a second. Landowners -3. That would be a negative. So can we get a... Here we go with this one. Get a little bit faster of a time, but only a -5. Okay. Looks like they've matched us 5. Do we have the option for conscripts yet? No. But what we can do is add another 3. After the gold mines, of course. I don't think they're attacking, so I guess we're going to take the initiative here, and I'm going to forget again to put our objective in there. Well, let's see how that goes. We don't have any kind of like miracle general or anything, but he seems to be better than what they've got, so we're going to go ahead and push that, and looks like we'll be getting it very soon. Barring any crazy changes, we're beating them pretty bad. Yeah, they're down to 1K. We've got almost 5,000 here. Okay, gold discovered in West Borneo. That's great. I'm going to go ahead and take the spread the word one, and hopefully we can get some good migration going here. Ooh, a traditionalist, yeah. Can you resign? Who took your spot? Hey, another traditionalist. That's awesome. Sarcastically. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. -20% to the landowner's clout. Or attraction, I guess I should say. And right before we went into debt, we got the rest of this here. So, wow, look at how big we've gotten. It's kind of the same shape, too, as what we were over here. It's just angled and bigger. Okay. For no particular reason, I'm going to let this get down to 0, and then I'll fire my next war. I know it doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to try to keep it as low as possible. We are pissing off everybody every time we declare war. Just a little bit, but still something. Okay, if we get another -6, it wouldn't really do anything. We're already getting noble privileges negative. So if we do it to the rural folk, we'll get a reduction from honest work. And I'd like to keep that, even though it probably doesn't affect much. So I'm going to go for the landowners and the -5% there. We're going to continue building up this military. Should get it up to 10 very soon. If we have any more gold, I would do that, but we don't. So next one, let's see who Sulu's under. They're under no one. They're cooperative with us. And let's look at their military. Information. They've got 4. Should probably start looking at resources. So as far as a full state, because that's going to affect our migration, I'm going to go ahead and start incorporating. 20 years. Wow. That's insane. So it's a split state, so I definitely want to get that. Who owns that portion? These guys? Okay. So as far as resources go, it's just going to give us a little bit of agriculture, but they do have gold fields. These guys have coal. We're 100% going to need that, and they've got coal as well. So we're going to definitely need to grab these guys ASAP. For simplicity, I'm just going to work around the coast. So we'll go against Siam next. Since they also have sulfur and gold, that's good. So annex country. Well, I said I'd wait till 0. It doesn't matter. We're good. No one's going to join their side. We've got 11 on our side somehow, even though we have 8 here. I guess it's counting the numbers not built yet, which we might reduce because I don't want 11. I want 10, just for even numbers. Okay, there we go. And our infamy is up to 7. Everything's fine. Purchasing emancipation. I don't think I've seen this one. So I can get bureaucracy in exchange for success chance, or I can get a reduction in standard of living. Well, I'm not doing that. I'll take the bureaucracy hit, honestly. We've got enough to spare. We don't have any institutions right now. So, take it. To plot a coup. Okay, so he's trying to launch a coup. Wow, words. He's trying to launch a coup and go for an autocracy. I'd rather not. What are we currently? Are we a democracy? Or a presidential republic? Yeah, with democracy. Okay. Absolutely not. Just keep a keen eye on him. We might actually be able to beat them out of office just from that. I'm not going to go for the defense first. I think I'm just going to go straight for the assault because they really don't have a whole lot of population. I mean, it is like 3 states, I guess. That's actually something I need to think about. Oh, the Indies would join in? Interesting. Add a war goal. Okay, there are no war goals. I get the whole thing. Okay, that works for me. What do they even want? They want North Borneo? Oh, you can get screwed. I do need to work on getting line infantry because I believe the Dutch are going to have that. Look at... I don't even know, man. Information. Nope, that's been our members, Dutch. They've got 23 plus 7, and it looks like they're the number 44 army in the world, which I'm guessing means they have that. So their first army, they got 15 regular, 8 infantry being line infantry. So, is that the next one? Yeah, so we just have to get up to the next step. So we're going to grab that romanticism, but I think we're going to grab... Is it this one? No, it's the one called line infantry. Surprise! So we'll probably grab that one next. As long as we can afford it, I'm going to keep building these medical, or not medical, I read medical, sorry. I'm going to keep building the universities, as long as we can afford it, and the military. So, with that said, I'm going to expand, as long as there's no gold, there is none. I'm going to expand the universities to include the next state. Why am I looking at Australia? So this state has no universities, so we're going to put 1 down, and then after that we're going to expand the military in that state as well. So we're going to go for, looks like there, yeah, we'll go for that, and then 4 there in total. So that gives us a 15. And I think it would be a good time soon to get cannon on artillery. But we'll just keep going. Like I said, we're just going to go ahead and go straight into the rush on this. I'm not too concerned with starting at defense. Dissenters break ranks. I actually hate this one, but in this case, I think we can afford the setback when we're already in the 3rd phase. The budget's doing really good. We're minting 4,000 almost. I don't know what we're subsidizing. I'll have to look at that. Probably ports or something. Yeah. Oh, I need to think about that, huh? If I'm trying to import stuff, I need to have... Well, subsidize that. What are you doing? Oh, maybe not. We need to make sure we can grow food, I guess. But what I need to make sure is I have trade centers in both states so that we can import slash export. I'm going to push this up to the top so that these get done sooner. And decrees, I should probably promote social mobility there as well. I'll leave this one for now. Doesn't hurt to have it. Alright, we got tenant farmers, so the landowners should have less clout now. See what else we can get as far as laws go. Open border, just kidding. Maybe this one? Yeah, actually they already hate us, but we can go for it. This would give the literati more clout. And they both have the same. So elected officials or appointed officials, I don't think we need the taxation capacity, but it does give extra political strength to bureaucrats. I'll think on that one. Ooh, we do need to go towards professional army if we can. Armed forces would support it, and landowners would not. They don't like census suffrage. Surprise. Why vote when you don't have to? We'll pull the Patriotic Party in here, and we'll just get a huge, huge government, and see if we can get a professional army out of this. That'll help with when we do end up fighting the West Indies here, or the Dutch. Okay, should be over very soon. Minimal casualties already done. Is it gonna let me do it without taking this? Yeah, it's impassable. It should be fine. I don't believe anyone else is in this, right? No. Though it is counting that little island as well. Okay, coup attempt has fizzled out, and we're gonna go for democracy is saved, improving relations or happiness of every single group besides the landowners. We're up to 10 on military. And the mines get organized. Let's look at this. So we can just support the trade unions or the industrialists. I think we're going to go for the trade unions. Yeah, they actually... Yeah, trade unions. I think that'll put them up to another benefit. Yeah, workforce ratio. We need that anyways. Everybody's very happy besides the landowners right now because they're all gaining clout. Got more prestige from that. Rural folk. We can afford the -2, I think. Why is it? Why are we getting that? I'll just take the enactment time hit. I'd rather keep them happy if we can. How is... Why are they doing that? They've got a minus 3400 fruit. So weird. Don't have any training methods either. We could use fishing trawlers, but then we'd have to import clippers. Could probably go to just normal. We don't need that much. Okay, cool. They're enforcing military access. Interesting. I think they're actually going to help us, maybe. I don't have a fleet. That's what sucks. I can't actually land here, so I don't know what we're going to do here. This is awkward. Is that impassable? No. Interesting. So this disconnected island is impassable. How am I supposed to take that? Or is there another portion of the world that... I don't know. I think it's just this little bit here, but it's not connected to anything. And it's saying it's impassable. Okay, well, honestly, we don't have to necessarily worry about that too much. We can keep pushing forward with our military goals, even with that happening. So I'm going to go ahead and push into the next state while we're still at war. And we'll just let that one kind of sit around. Hopefully we can get both states here. Oh, I guess it's the whole country. That's not a big deal. Too easy. I mean, I could build a navy. That's not like a insanely impossible goal here. We just need, we don't even need that. I just have to go to military, navy, create a fleet. Boom. Will it let me plan a naval invasion with no navy? Of course not. Okay. So I have a navy now. I just need to add a frigate or two, and honestly, one would probably work. So I'm gonna put one there and just see if we can get away with one. Now, these are some crazy guys. Opium addict. I'm gonna go with the armed forces though for that one. Popularity contest. Petty bourgeoisie moderate, maybe. Armed forces moderate. Pacifist rural folk or moderate industrialists. Who could use the boost? I think it's going to end up being the rural, maybe. Oh, Liberal Party. Let's go with that one. Even though we're like really heavy on the military, I think it'll be fine. Oh, yeah. Go for that. Get more migration. Oh, good. For this is going to screw me potentially, but the whole Chinese war with Britain. Come on. I only need one notification. Goldfield's depleted. We can't just let them leave. Yeah, we'll just take the radical hit. It's a lot of radicals, but we're doing fine. Might just have to do... Oh, good. More gold. Might just have to do police. I don't want a traditionalist as the leader of the armed forces, so we'll just say, hey, you can say whatever you want, but I'm not going to put him as the leader because that would be wild. Alright, we got that. We have 2 infamy now. And we're going to sit for a second. We're still waiting to build these barracks. We have our trade ports now. That puts us, I think, like... Is that a solid state yet? No, because we need the Zulu part, or Sulu part, sorry. Dutch East Indies owns this bit and the rest of it, so I'm going to have to grab Katai here as soon as possible, so I'm going to do it now. Before they rush in and start taking something. That way we've got all the island except for the bits that they own, and then we can start working on that a little bit. And honestly, these small ones may not be that hard. It'll be the Dutch East Indies that have their own army that might be a bigger issue. But they might be underneath them. I'll have to check all that in a bit. But should be fine. We mostly have radicals because of the conquest, so that's not too big of a concern. As far as trade centers go, we don't have one here, so we need to put one there. And then we're going to need to incorporate that. And we're going to get a university there as well. They actually don't have a lot of infrastructure. Start incorporating that now. Still don't have a full state. Everything's a split state. But that's not because of us. That's our neighbor doing that problem. Okay, so the British Great Qing War should be over soon. Oh, I need to push this guy out, the naval base. Actually, way more important. Wow, that is 47% from turmoil. I'm gonna put the decree that I have in that state, so we can speed up that construction a little bit. Yeah, I know. Market access. Everything's on fire right now. I get it. We need to kind of need to, keep our autonomy up a little bit. I don't want to piss them off too much, but wow. Okay. Peace treaty. We got that last bit of land. We're getting really big. Nice and beautiful purple. Yeah, I'd like to not have a traditionalist movement going on. That'd be great. Sure, go ahead and gamble. Okay, working on that navy now. Brought it down a few weeks. Hey, look, a failure. You're pacifist. Oh yeah, let's just change it. Let's see who's in now. Another pacifist. Surprise. There's not much changing going on, except our... Wow. That changed real quick. We're not passing a law or anything right now, so maybe we should reform that into interesting. Oh, it's an industrialist. Wow, I can't speak today. Hey, how's it going? It's the Polk here. Thanks for watching today's video. If you like what you saw, hit that like button, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And as always, have a great day.